Welcome to Worcester Black History Moments. These moments are brought to you by the Worcester Black History Project in collaboration with Worcester Historical Museum. Worcester Black History Project recognizes and celebrates the experiences of Black people throughout central Massachusetts. The Worcester Black History Project encourages the preservation and sharing of history through scholarly educational outreach and programming, such as the following virtual presentation.
My name is Jolanda Thorpe, and this moment in Worcester Black history features Jennie Clough Busby. Born on January 17, 1857, Jennie Cora Clough Busby became the first Black person to teach in Worcester public schools. Clough came from one of Worcester's most prominent Black families. Her grandfather, Peter Rich, was an enslaved person born in Lancaster, Massachusetts. After he gained his freedom, he moved to Worcester and became one of the few Black people in the city to own property. Clough's father, Francis A. Clough, became a popular barber among the Black and white community. He owned barbershops on Houghton, Main, and Summer Street. Francis Clough and Harriet Clough had 9 children together. Jennie was the 8th out of the 9. She was an incredibly studious woman. She attended classical and English high school on Thomas Street. This school rose to significance as one of Worcester's first co-ed schools. Clough graduated with honors and gained an apprenticeship after her graduation in 1875. Jennie was an apprentice at Ledge Street School and Sycamore Street Vocational School. Through her academic excellence, Jennie had the credentials to become part of the 4th class of the Worcester Normal School, later renamed Worcester State College and now Worcester State University. Worcester Normal School was founded in 1874. The school provided women with an education at a time where it was usually reserved for men. After her graduation in 1878, Jennie took a teaching position in the Worcester public school system. She became the first Black person to do so. For a man or woman, Jennie's accomplishment was significant. On the 1880 census, Clough was only one of 8 Black people listed as a professional. Her teaching career started as a first-grade teacher at Thomas Street School, previously known as Worcester School for Colored Children. Clough later moved to the Providence Street School in 1889. She helped other women with their education by hosting their apprenticeships, and she remained at the Providence Street School until her marriage in 1893. At the time, it was a common practice for teachers to retire upon marriage. Jennie Clough Busby married George Alfred Busby in 1893. George Busby would also break barriers in 1903 when he became Worcester's first Black councilman. Busby served from 1903 to 1904. He was also a tailorman, and Jennie may have helped run the business with him. She listed her occupation as a seamstress in the 1910 census. Jennie and George had 2 sons. She had Allen Thacker Busby on December 12, 1895, and George Clough Busby on November 25, 1897, both born in Worcester. The Busbys shared their importance of education with their children. Allen T. Busby became the first Black person to graduate from the University of Connecticut. He gained his bachelor's with honors in 1918 from the college agricultural program, and he later became an animal husbandry professor at 2 historically Black colleges. Jennie died on May 11, 1928. At the time of her death, her listed residence was 15 Fruit Street. Busby is buried at Hope Cemetery. Jennie Clough Busby dedicated her life to teaching. Not only did she pass on her love of education to her sons and to the women she helped, but to generations of teachers after her who will look to her as an inspiration.
Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time for another Worcester Black History Moment.